If you get a chance, go to the National Geographic website. They've got an interesting story that was posted by a writer that talks about the superhuman powers that people possess if we only knew how to tap into them and how to access those powers. And it is really, the writer, Erica, has done a terrific job of really addressing things that humans are finding that they're capable of doing that they never thought were possible. And anywhere from how long can you stay underwater to what are the mental capacities that people have that they never realized that they had the potential to doing. And I just think it's a fascinating amount of research that Erica has done, and how she's put the story together in a very tangible way, where you can read this and you start to think about, darn, this is what people are capable of doing. And of course, my particular interest in the story as she goes through it, she really brought out several different aspects of what humans are discovering that they're capable of doing that they just never thought possible. And she discussed, obviously, the interest that she found in the mental athletes that compete in the USA Memory Championship, and what mental athletes that have been part of the competition have been able to do with their memories and how they've been able to demonstrate that. You can find that on the USA Memory Championship website. But the way she put that into her story of superhuman powers, I just think was fascinating. And she closed the story up with the potential that to me, which we've been trying to say, is there's a hope for everybody if we just had the interest and we had the energy to want to get outside of our own self-proclaimed boxes, as I call it. And how do we get people out of the box that they put themselves in, or the cell, if we want to, prison, as I call it sometimes. How do we get people to realize there's so much more that you can do with your mental capacities, with your memories, than you ever thought possible? And she leaves her story with you know what, we can all do this. There are things that we can all learn given the desire to do so and the belief. So I don't know, I guess, does it start with desire and then belief, or does it start with belief and then desire? Is there a belief that you can improve your mental capacities in ways that you never thought possible? And do you believe that there are skills that you can learn, but now you learn the skills and you have to practice them, you have to use them. And so often, as I've worked in different hospitals and talked with doctors, and doctors have said too many people are looking for the easy pill, which is, hey, what pill can I take? What medications can you prescribe for me that will help me get through this problem I have, whatever it might be. Maybe I don't want to change my diet. Maybe I need to give me a pill to lose weight, okay? Give me a pill to improve my memory. Give me a pill that'll help me with my heart and I don't have to worry about what foods I eat. It's interesting that we all want the easy pill, as one doc well put it. And sometimes we have to put some work into things. Sometimes we have to actually take some time and dedicate our priorities to what can we do to improve our physical health, what do we need to do to improve our heart health, what do we need to do to improve maybe our gastro health and things of that sort. What do we need to do to improve our exercise routines? Well, God, instead of sitting down and watching TV programs, maybe we need to get outside and take a walk after dinner. Maybe rather than just saying, oh my goodness, I'm exhausted at the end of the day and I'm just going to veg out, I'm going to watch a sporting event. I'm like, maybe the sporting event, should you be taking someone in your family or meeting someone in the neighborhood and just going out and taking a 15-minute walk? I'm not suggesting people take hours to do this. It's amazing what we're learning today, a 15-minute walk will do for our mental fitness as well as our physical fitness. So you can get twofers on some of these. So again, back to the National Geography story, Michael Dattino has been taking her through different memory techniques, which is interesting as to how she's learning that. And he's telling me she's just absorbing this and just getting insights to her own mental capacities that he's just enjoying teaching her and how she's applying these skills. But most importantly, anyone can do this. Anyone can learn, how do I improve the way I remember people's names and faces? There are skills that you can learn to do that. It's not like, well, gee, I either can do this or I can't do this. There are fundamental principles that people can learn to apply, as we've seen through the USA Memory Championship. I remember when we started this now, it's going to be our 25th year. We would give people 99 pictures, right? We'd have 9 pictures on a page, so we'd make 11 pages, and there were 99. And the mental athletes started to get to the point where they could remember all the names and faces in the 15 minutes that we'd give them for the competition. And now we've taken that up to 125 in our competitions prior to COVID. So now we use a memory league who's got applications that we can do virtually, so that we don't need to bring people into auditoriums, or we don't need to people into big ballroom sites. And our focus there was their safety and had them still demonstrate their mental skills. But the point I want to make is we went from 99 and we took it to a little bit over 100, and we've taken it to 125. And it's amazing what with the mental athletes in there practicing and learning the skills, how they've been able to advance the state of what they're able to demonstrate. We can go through deck of cards. My goodness, the very first year we gave people a deck of cards in 5 minutes to remember the cards. The first year we did the competition, 26 cards was what our winner was able to demonstrate through the practicing of the skills. 26 cards in 5 minutes. Now you look at that 25 years later, and you see that mental athletes are able to do a deck of cards in less than a minute by practicing the skills, by taking the people through the principles of it and learning how do you do this thing called person, action, object. PAO, they call person, action, object. Assigning a name of a person to a card. Giving that, we taught this to kids in high school, and they learned to take history figures and assign decks of cards, and they used decks of cards to learn all about history and what the actions were of some of the great minds, and what they were able to demonstrate in terms of their cultures and their societies in a history class. And so how you take these mental principles and put them up in here and then learn to practice is just part of human growth. And I think Erica in the National Geographic article just captures this element of what we are learning about human capacities, and she calls them superpowers. These are not people that just, well, I got this gift and I got up with this memory stuff and now I can just bang out, a deck of cards in less than a minute, or I can bang out remembering the names of 125 people in a few minutes. These are skills that mental athletes have learned and have practiced, and in those skills, they can remember strings of numbers. My goodness, and we dumbed ourselves down with remembering phone numbers, remembering addresses, remembering directions. My goodness, we've just lost it. We've had different aspects of how we've gotten technology to sometimes, I don't know, the verdict is out yet. Have we dumbed ourselves down by the use of technology, or have we really helped ourselves? Have we caused ourselves to just get a little bit idle about things and not do the things that really maintain long-term mental fitness? And certainly as we've come into this age of being concerned about cognitive fitness and mental awareness of things, we want to keep our minds sharp. We want to know who the people are that are around us. We want to retain these. So there is hope for everybody, as I say, and I think the National Geographic article really captures that element of hope and really puts it out in a very readable, basic way that if you get a chance, go to their website, look at this article on superpowers, and walk away with a level of, my goodness, there are things I can learn about my own physical being, whether it be breathing or exercising my mental capacities, that can really make a difference and change my life. So off we are. We're coming to April 1st. Believe it or not, the first quarter of 2024 is passing us, and we're getting closer to our 25th USA Memory Championship. And so people are signing up. We've got people interested in what we're doing that are coming from different angles. And we're excited about, in fact, excited, my goodness, sometimes I have to step back and think 25 years of doing a USA Memory Championship and the memories of the different people and the lives we've touched with our USA Memory Champions. So stay tuned, stay focused on the USA Memory Championship website, and we'll see you on Monday. You have a good weekend, and hope, well, all of our teams that we root for in the NCAA Sweet 16, Elite 8, going to the Final Four, we're not going to all be able to be winners, but enjoy the competition. And boy, it's interesting to watch one or two plays can change the performance of a team and decide who wins and who loses, and that's the amazing part about it. Well, look, we'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend and be safe.